And thanks again for joining me at RC Truth Media. Today is already August 1st, 2018, as we are flying through this year. As you get older, the years definitely go by faster. Let's go through these headlines. This one's coming from SOT.net. Why are more and more Americans being forced to live in their vehicles? Let's think about that. Could it be any reason to do with affordable housing? Absolutely. Housing prices have been on the rise, even though recently, because since nobody can afford housing, some places have been going down. But for the most part, I just went and Googled for the heck of it how much average prices were in California for a home. Okay, it did not specify whether it was a 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom or 1 bedroom, but it said an average house in California is a $539,000. So let's go see around there. Average. I put 2 bedroom, but it did not specify on this. Let's see real quick on Zillow. Yeah, 539,000. And it says the median home value in California is 540,000, has gone up 7.7% over the past year, and predicts they will rise 9.2% within the next year. This is exactly why people are living in their vehicles, because they cannot afford it. And myself, I can barely afford this. I'm living in a 2 bedroom, 1 bath apartment renting right now, and it's $900 a month. And the reason we haven't bought a house, it's $250,000 for the average 2 bedroom, 1 bath. If we're gonna go 3 bedroom, because that's what we need. We have 3 kids and me and my wife, and so we're gonna need a 3 bedroom. We're gonna need 2 baths, and about the average price about 250, 260,000. And I'm gonna need about 40,000 down, and it's just hard to do right now. So this is why this is happening. It says the amount of people residing in campers and other vehicles has went up 46% over the past year. Says a recent homeless census in Seattle's King County, Washington. The problem is exploding in cities with expensive housing markets, including LA, Portland, and San Fran, according to Governing Magazine. I'll go ahead and leave a link for this article. Let's go on to some Ice Age news. This is from SOT.net as well. Reasons to bet on a catastrophically cooling world. Well, check this out. They've gotten ice core records. They go and drill down and get the ice samples and do tests on them, and this is what they've come up with. During the last 1,000 years has been the coldest millennium of our coolant Holocene period. This point is more fully illustrated with ice core records on a millennial basis back to the Eemian period. And as you can see, we have been cooling, and it says down here the bottom line of this is, as global temperatures after a short spurt at the end of the last century have already been showing stagnation or cooling over the last 19 years or more, the world should now fear the real and detrimental effects of cooling, rather than being hysterical about limited or beneficial or probably now non-existent warming. I'll go ahead and leave this article as well. Look at this. But the coming end of the present Holocene interglacial will eventually again result in a mile-high ice sheet over the northern hemisphere, as the Holocene epoch is already about 11,000 years old. The reversion to a true ice age is becoming overdue. That's, yes, pretty devastating that would be. I'm hoping for a little ice age, but some are predicting for an actual ice age. I guess only time will tell. We have seen a video of the monsoon in Arizona snapping a palm tree in half. This video went viral. This was just a couple days ago. Let's see if we'll actually be able to see this video. Wow. Yep, that's the power of these storms. These storms are getting more intense as we get deeper into this grand solar minimum. Also, from AccuWeather.com, says this torrential downpours are going to continue Are we ever going to have an end to the unrelenting northeastern U.S. downpours? Rounds of torrential downpours and incidents of flooding will plague the northeastern U.S. this week, but there are signs a less rainy pattern is likely to evolve next week. Motorists and airline passengers should be prepared for delays related to flooding, local severe thunderstorms, and poor visibility this week. Outdoor projects. Yes, all your outdoor projects, keep them inside if you are in. That today we'd seen from Fox that she didn't have any friends. You know how they do Fox and Friends in the morning? It was so cold out there, she didn't have not one friend out there. Maybe next time. We'll have to wait and see if she has any friends tomorrow. I doubt it, though. It says that these thunderstorms, flooding, hail, all this stuff is likely. The pattern is very similar to that of last week, with a southward dip in the jet stream over the Midwest and northward bulge in the jet stream over the Atlantic Ocean. The areas that will be most often affected will extend from the upper Gulf Coast, southern Appalachians, and southern Piedmont areas. The swath is likely to have the highest total rainfall and get the greatest risk of flooding. The flood risk includes areas hit hard, such as Maryland, Pennsylvania, as well as the new territory in West Virginia, and upstate New York. Alright, we'll keep you updated on any of these storms and what they produce relating to damage. Also, in China, Zhangdari targets eastern China. Told you I'd keep you updated on this. And it is targeting to hit China on Friday. And look at this video. This is a video of it flooding one of their bars over there. Zhangdari slammed into Japan over the weekend as a typhoon. The storm is set to make another landfall in eastern China in the coming days. On Saturday night, Zhangdari made landfall in southern Japan with a Category 1 strength hurricane. Power was cut to thousands of residents and at least 24 were injured. After lingering near westward Japan earlier this week, it's now tracking across the East China Sea toward China. Zhangdari is expected to re-strengthen slightly over the warm waters of East China Sea, maintaining a tropical storm strength and going through tropical storm strength when it hits land. Boaters along the east coast of China should use caution through Friday as seas will build as Zhangdari strengthens and draws near. Landfall along the corridor from southern Jiangsu to Shanghai and northern Zhejiang is projected for Friday morning local time. Damaging wind, gusts, and inundating storm surge of up to a meter, several feet, could threaten coastal areas. There can be numerous power outages, some tree damage, torrential rain. Flooding is a significant concern, and 3 to 6 inches of rain can be a span of around 12 hours. So it says there this storm is going to definitely affect airports as well. We'll keep you updated when it does hit China. Now, also, what's going on in the West? We are having unseasonable warmth and to grip the Northeast, and the West is having extreme fire season predicted. It's already hit, okay, so the prediction, it's a little bit too late. We're already here having an extreme fire season. But yes, I do think that it will continue because we have another week or so over 100 degrees. And there is a ton of fires, especially in California right now. But look at this. As you can see, this is all kinds of different things going on. Pretty much any weather you can think of, as hot as it gets, as cold as it gets. And this is what you have in the ground solar minimums. They call them bad weather events. Okay, you can also call the ground solar minimum a bad weather event, bad weather time, and that's what happened all the time, every day, in a lot of areas. You're seeing it's either droughts, burning up, or extremely cold, like a puck size hail. Or how about golf ball size hail, softball size hail, things like this, things that shouldn't happen, we see happening right now. and these things are set to intensify. Thanks a lot for enjoying my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you again in the next day or so. You have a great day.